Hi, this is Optimus Primal, and this is Silverbolt's Transformer Review.
Morning everybody, Silverbolt here, back for a Transformers review, going to be doing, as per the title page, Slugfest! A Decepticon Generation 1 micro cassette. Now then, Slugfest, well, I do hope he never watches this video because he's very paranoid about what people say about him. Slugfest is stupid. Slugfest is so stupid he makes cartoon Grimlock look as smart as Perceptor. He's dumb. Very, very dumb. To go with this sparkling intellectual capacity, he's also paranoid. And any little bit of what he perceives to be a slight sends him off the walls and into a berserk rage and going rah the entire time. Now, seeing as his capacity within the Decepticon army is that of a data courier, that doesn't tend to do the data that much good when you're hopping about the place and ripping things apart and biting them apart and things like that. No, it doesn't. So it gets to the point where people are so sick of having to be so nice around Slugfest that they just don't bother using him. Something that does become very, very apparent in the cartoon. Now, the Transformers Generation cartoon, Slugfest gets one real appearance, and that is, of course, the episode Call of the Primitives. He ejects with Overkill. Now, whilst Overkill does show up again, whilst Overkill, he's never seen again apart from that second of footage where he transforms outside of outside Soundwave. Slugfest does pop into the episode at little random intervals here, there and everywhere, but after that he's pretty much gone. And the word gone is pretty much all you can do to describe Slugfest. He shows up in the Madman Transformer comics when they're dispatched by Soundwave to get the Autobot leadership, which Optimus Prime is buried somewhere in the ruins of in the construction side of Autobot City. That's the Madman comic lines. In the Headmaster manga, Sound Blaster stays behind on Earth, and Slugfest is one of the ones that attacks the Witwicky family. So you know what? He's hardly a pivotal plot character. However, his toy's quite funky. Like many, in the reissue sets of the cassettes that I alluded to in my Ramhorn video, I believe it was, Slugfest does come packaged with a little micro cassette storage device. Really, really funky, and I really do like these little cassette things because they're great for keeping them safe, providing, of course, you've got somewhere where you can put the additional add-on parts. So, micro cassette box out. Transformer comes out eventually. Now, this toy is really clever. It's disgustingly horrible colour scheme of green and pink, which is disgusting. Can I just point something out? It's disgusting! It's green and pink, and it's not even nice green, it's a lime green. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Anyway, rant aside, it's disgusting! There we go. I've got it out of my system. Mostly. Still disgusting. Anyway, he's very clever because if you fold put the legs down first, the legs are underneath the body, standardly. There wouldn't be much good on top of head, but there we go. And then you just fold the head down here, so it fits in there like that. And then you do this. Boink! And the spines, because he's a Stegosaurus, are on springs. And that, I think, is an absolutely brilliant touch. And I think this is what makes, if not for the colours, one of the nicest cassette toys of them all. You simply push the guns onto either side. Getting really good at throwing these Transformer guns on the floor. And we have Slugfest in his robot mode, and I think that makes him quite nice, despite the fact that, well, his cartoon appearances give him quite a strong resemblance to one of the Rocknarlies from Rock Lords. But there we go. A distinction I'm sure most people will have made to those who aren't afraid to admit that they're a fan of the robots for GoBots Battle for the Rocklaws. Because I love that film. I think it's brilliant. Anyway. Yeah, the guns can swivel slightly if you move them. I don't know why I just randomly decided to put that bit in there. Probably because I've actually forgotten what I was going to say next. He does suffer from the same problems that Ravage and Overkill suffer from, in that he doesn't like to stand up. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He stands up fine. Space Game's horrible! So yes, he stands up quite nicely on flat surfaces. Unfortunately, there's not an awful lot else you can do with him. But then, he's a cassette. He's an audio tape. He's one of the cleverest schemes they've ever come up with. He's a cassette. Anyway, yes. And then obviously, you know, transforming him back, well, quite understandably, you just flip him back apart. So you just go, you know, head in, tail up. You just got to make sure that you push the spines down, and that when you're moving the tail parts and the head parts, you don't stress them too much. And he's back in his cassette. Anyway, he's back in his cassette function. And there was something else I was going to add, but I can't remember what it was. Oh yeah, his paint scheme's disgusting. But there we go. Okay then, this is Silverbolt with Slugfest, signing off, saying au revoir, adios, auf Wiedersehen.